So in this chapter 6, I moved to chapter 6. Last week, we learned about the linear equation in one variable. Sorry, my handwriting is not very nice here. So you learn linear equation in one variable, which means that linear equation must have a variable like x plus 2 equal to 3. So linear equation is the equation that consists of a term whereby the power of the term must be what? Must be what? Do you still remember? Must be 1 class. It cannot be 2 and so on. And then because of the name linear equation, you must have equality sign, this one. Okay? So I give you another equation over here. I give you 2 minus 3y cubed equal to 4. Is this a linear equation in one variable? Yes?
No.
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 Right? Why not?
Of the cube.
Because of the cube, we cannot have cube, but it is an equation because of the equality, but then it is not linear equation in one variable. Okay, so you got to remember all of this. It must be a 1. It cannot be cube. Okay, and then next thing we learn to form linear equation from a given situation. After that, you learn to solve linear equation using the 3 method. Anyone still remember what are the 3 methods? Can you guess? Forgot already, is it? Okay, let me show it to you. The first one is trial and improvement method. The second one is backtracking method. And the last one is?
Application of equality.
Yeah,
concept.
correct. Application of equality concept. Okay, this 1, 2, 3. 3 types of method. After that, you learn to solve problem, a very simple problem. Okay, so today we are going to enter this part. I try to make it fast for you. Actually, we should divide it into 2, but then I found that this 2 is easy because as long as you learn the 6.1 already, you have no problem in learning the second part here. So today we are going to learn linear equation in 2 variables compared to what we learned last week in 1 variable. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to learn later on is we have to find out what are linear equation in 2 variables. And then we need to learn to form linear equations, determine the possible solutions. So this one, you just have to assume the x. Okay, you determine the x can be 1, can be 2, can be 3. Okay, so that is how we find out the possible solution. Yang berkemungkinan. And then lastly, represent it graphically, meaning that you are going to learn to draw graph like this, a graph like this. Okay, so I move on now. Do you have any problems so far?
No.
No. So 6.2, we learn linear equations in 2 variables. That is, okay, thank you. This is the different from the one that, the only different 2 variables. So if you observe carefully, you look at the linear equation obtained from this one is from the exploratory activity 1. Okay, these linear equations have 2 variables and then each of the variable is to the power of 1. Okay, so it is known as linear equation in 2 variables. So we observe the equation one by one. What are the variables for the first equation here?
P, Q.
Yeah, P and Q, very good. So 2 variables, okay? And then the power must be 1 only. What about this one? What are the variables in here?
X and Y.
X and Y.
Very good. And the last one here?
H and K.
Okay, so we can identify the linear equation in 2 variables, right? Okay, so we move on over here. So linear equation in 2 variables, you need to remember, we have to change it to the general form. This is the general form. General form is ax plus by equal to c. You don't have to worry because you have learned this earlier, whereby you learn you learn x plus 2 equal to 4, something like that. That is linear equation in 1 variable. And then today you learn the second one, whereby it is x plus y equal to 5. So we have linear equation in two variable over here. Okay, the value of a for this equation here, we focus on this one. The value of a is 1. The value of b is 1. The value of c is 5. Okay, so a, b, and c actually they are constant. Constant maksudnya pemalang, satu nombor yang tidak berubah. Okay, so you can see this at the back where a and b are non-zero. It must be at least 1. If it is 0, if it is 0x plus 1y equal to 5, then 0 times x is actually 0. So there's no more the variable there. So it cannot be formed up, becomes a linear equation in two variable. It becomes one variable, y equal to 5 directly. Okay, so there is the meaning over there. A and b cannot be 0. It must be 1 and above. Okay, you've got to remember this general form. Can you all memorize it right now? Ax plus by equal to c. Everyone memorize this. Can you say after me? Ax plus by equal to c.
Ax plus by equals to c.
Yes, everybody say after me one more time. Ax plus by equal to c.
Ax
X
plus
by
y
equals
equals
to
to
c.
c.
Thank you very much.
X plus by equal to c.
Yes, correct. Very good. So because why I asked you to memorize it, later on we need to change all the equation into this format. So you can see, for example, the first one, this one. Yes, it is in the form of ax plus by equal to c. Ax plus by equal to c. Ax, but then the by is at the back. So this one is not in the general formula. So later on we are going to learn on how to change it to general form. Okay, now which of the following linear equations in two variables is written in the general form? Is this in the form general form? This is the same question that we have earlier. Just now I already told you the answer, right? Is this in general form?
Yes.
Yes, correct. Because it is in the form of
Ax plus y equals to
plus
c.
by equal to c. The variable can be anything because you can see we use x, y. It can be p, q as shown in the question. Okay, what about this one? Is it in general form?
No.
It is. It is ax plus by equal to c. It is 1x minus 2 over 3y equal to 7. So the 1 here represent ax. The plus by, it can be negative, okay? Because this is plus a negative 2 over 3y. So the b is negative 2 over 3 itself, equal to 7. Okay, can you compare it? X plus by equal to c. So you see, the a is 1. The b is negative 2 over 3. The c is 7. Okay, so it is in the general form. What about this one? Is it in the general form?
No.
Yeah, this one is not in the general form. Okay, because the by is at the back. Okay, I move on to example 6. We are going to go through over here to find out whether the following equations are linear equations in two variables. Yeah, any question? Any question, class?
No.
No, because I hear something. Can you all, if your background, the sound is clear, then you can keep owning your microphone. If there are some background voice or sound from your background, then you off your microphone so that we can learn together. You won't distract the others. Okay, now we look at this one. Linear equation in two variable or not? A?
No.
Why no?
Because by.
Because?
No by.
Oh, no. You got to remember this. Right now, we are going back to the first subtopic that we learned now. We just need to find out whether it is linear equation in two variable. So you just need to find out in this equation, they have equality sign. So it is an equation. So is it two variable here?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
the equation have two variables, which is P and Q, and then the power of the variable is 1. Okay, therefore it is a linear equation in two variables. Okay, so I'll drag the answer up. This one is a linear equation in two variables. I want to save the timer because I know you have limitation. Okay, what about B over here? Is it a linear equation in two variables?
No,
No, why no?
because there's a power of 2.
Yeah, very good. Because the power of the variable is 2 over here. It must be 1. So this is not a linear equation in two variables. So this is the answer. No, because the power of the variable of x is 2. Okay, because of the variable of x. I circle for you, this one. This one. Okay, next question. C. You look at C here. 2k plus 8 equal to 5k. Is it linear equation in two variables?
No,
No, why no?
because there's only one variable.
Yes, very good, because only one variable here, which is the same, the k. So it is not linear equation in two variable. Okay, so I have to do like this. I drag up the answer because I don't want to write. It's a waste of time. No, because the equation has only one variable. D, y over 6 plus 4 equal to negative 2x. Is it linear equation in two variables?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, what
Yes,
are the two variables? Can you tell me?
y
Y
and
and 8.
Very good. Y and x are the two variables, and the power of the y is 1, x also 1. Okay, so this one is a linear equation in two variables. Okay, yes, because the equation has two variables, x, y, and the power of each variable is 1. Okay, so I move on now. How do you form linear equation in two variables? Now we have to learn on how to form. Dalam bahasa Melayu, form ni dipanggil apa, kelas?
bentuk.
Bagus. Bentukkan. Bentukkan linear equation in two variables. So we look at example 7 here. Form a linear equation in two variables for each of the following. A, the difference between two numbers is 18. Do you know what are the two numbers? Do you know what are? Don't know, right? So when you don't know what are the two numbers, again, you have to make assumption. Still remember how do we make assumption? Very good. You have to use the word let. Let. Okay, what is the variable that you want to use? Let the two numbers be. What are the variable that you want to use? You can use x, a and b also can. X and y also can. So I use a and b over here. A and b respectively, because you are mentioning two variables over here. So do you know the meaning of respectively?
Yes.
Yes, right. Apa dalam bahasa Melayu? Masing-masing. Okay. Let the two numbers be A and B respectively. Masing-masing. Okay, so then we can form out already because the two number is A and B. So the difference means we need to minus. Okay, from this word. So A minus B equal to 18. That's the answer. Easy, right? Are you okay?
Yes.
Yes, okay. If I give you another question, I said the total of two numbers is 20. Then can you form up a linear equation for me? The total of two number is 20. Anyone?
X plus y equals to 20.
Very good. Okay, who is that?
Alicia.
Alicia. I can add in the mark for your quiz already. It's considered a quiz over here. Okay, so I'm going to type 1. Hold on, I need to attach my keyboard again. Sorry, it's noisy. Okay, 1. Yes, Alicia. Okay, I move on. B. The amount of pocket money saved by Ahmad is RMX, and the amount of pocket money saved by Norita. So there are two persons, Ahmad, not our Ahmad that we see. and Norita is RMY. Their total saving is 600. So you got to bear in mind when you were asked to form linear equation into variable, the unit we don't write down. So the RM we don't write, RM we don't write, RM we don't write because that's the unit. Okay, our linear equation only consists of the variable and the constant, the number. So how do we solve this? To solve this, we know that the total saving is 600. You can write down total saving equal to 600. So Ahmad's money is X. Norita's money is Y. So X plus Y, total means you sum up, right? Is equal to 600. Okay, so that's all for the question B. Okay, now we move on to C. Okay, this one. A bus and a van can accommodate M and N passengers respectively. So you have to imagine a bus. This is a bigger one. And a van is smaller lah. Okay. A bus and a van can accommodate M and N passengers respectively. The total number of passengers for 2 buses and 5 van is 100. Okay, so this one you need to take note. 2 buses and 5 van. So I need to write down 2 of the bus and 5 van. The total is 100. Yes, very good. You formed up already. So it is 2 times M. 2M.
2M plus 5N equals
Yes, very good. Equal to 100. Who said that again? Alicia, is it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Alicia. Nice one. Add on 1 for you. Nice one. Okay, I continue. So we move on to example 8 right now. Example 8, you have to write situation. Just now they give you all the situation, right? So now from a linear equation given, you're given a linear equation and then they give you the information of that linear equation. So you have to form up the situation. That's why they ask you to write the situation. Okay, we look at A first. You don't have to worry because almost everything is given. You just have to arrange the words in order to form up statement. P minus Q equal to 6, where P and Q represent the number of boys and the number of girls, respectively, who participated in an expedition held during the last school holidays. Okay, meaning that these are the number of boys who went to the expedition during the school holidays. So how do we form? It's very simple. You just need to mention about the expedition. Where is it already? In the expedition held during the last school holiday. You write down the whole thing. In an expedition held during the last school holidays. Okay, and then we look at the number of boy, and then we have the number of girl. So by referring to this, meanings that the number of boy is P, the number of girl is Q. So who is more than who? Who is more than who? Is the girl more than the boy or the boy is more than the girl? If you look at
the boy more.
Because the boy is P, right? The girl is Q. Of course, we use the bigger number to minus a smaller number. So the boy should be more than the girl. Okay, so we just continue our statement over here by writing the number of boys is 6 more than
the number of girls.
Yes, the number of girls. Very good. You can arrange the statement. You can rearrange it. It's up to you how you want to arrange it in your own words. You don't have to follow exactly the same, but then the information given you have to follow, like this one, the expedition held during the last school holiday. Maybe you can set the difference of the number of boys and the girl is 6. Also can, because we can see minus means the difference. Okay, it's up to you. Now we look at B. 4x plus 5y equal to 35. So where x and y will represent the price in RM of a plate of nasi lemak. So the x is nasi lemak and a plate of fried noodles. So the y is fried noodles, respectively.
For nasi lemak.
You can guess already, right? 4
Yes.
means 4 plates of nasi
4
lemak.
plates lemak and 5 plates of fried noodles.
Yeah, very good. So 5y here means 5 plates of fried noodle. So we can write down already the total
85.
price, because they are giving you the price of that 2 types of the nasi lemak and also the fried noodle. So we just write down the total.
The total price
Yeah, the total price.
of 4 nasi lemak
Yes, for 4 plate of nasi lemak. And
5 plates of fried noodles.
correct, 5 plates of fried noodles.
5 ringgit.
Fried, is RM.
RM 35.
Okay, are you okay, class? Raise up
Yeah.
your hand if you are okay. Let's see, raise up your hand. Are you all attentive or not, or sleeping? How many of you? Can I see everybody raise up your hand, meaning that you are attentive? 11 only, 12? No? Okay. Okay. 21 only. The rest? 22. Raise up your hand if you understand. Means the rest don't understand. Okay, put down your hand. Put down your hand. Now, my question is the other way around. Raise up your hand if you don't understand. Raise up your hand if you don't understand. Wow, quite a lot of you. Means you don't understand, 15 of you, or 16, 17. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to back for this part here. You look at the question again, example 8 over here. They ask you to write the situation. Okay, this question here, write the situation for each of the following linear equations in 2 variables. So you are given the linear equation, P minus Q equal to 6, but then you are given the condition. Unless they didn't give you all the condition over here, they wrap it off. You don't have to see this. If they wrap it off, then to write the situation, it will be very simple. You just need to say the difference of 2 numbers is equal to 6. You can say that like what we learned earlier in the example 7 over here, right? A, you can see this one? The difference between 2 numbers is added. Okay, this one is without any condition. So if they didn't give you the description over here, wait, what is the P, what is the Q, then directly you can just mention this one as the difference of 2 numbers is 6. But in this question, they gave you the information where P and Q represent the number of boys and the number of girls, respectively, who participate in an expedition held during the last school holidays. So you have to use all these words. They went to the school holiday, the number of boys and the number of girls. Okay, so what are we going to write for the situation will be, in an expedition held during the last school holidays, the number of boys is 6, because the number over here is 6 more than the number of girls. Because they told you right now here, the P is the number of boy, the Q is the number of girl. So this is boy minus girl equal to 6. That's why we have the number of boy is 6 more than the number of girls. If you don't want to write this way, also you can say the number of boys is, the difference between the number of boy and girl is 6. Also can. Okay? Are you okay, class?
Yes.
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 Yes, Dalisha, you still raising your hand. Do you have any problem, Dalisha? Okay, no more. Thank you. You are very attentive. That's good. So I move on to question number 9. But before that, you look at this. How do you determine the possible solutions of linear equation in two variables? I think this one will be the last part of our lesson. I'm not going to move on to the graph, okay, because I need to save your data. We are going to continue with the graph, the drawing of the graph in the next lesson. Okay, let's look at the conversation over here. Okay, before that, you see, we need to determine the possible solutions of linear equation in two variables. Possible solution. Okay, now you look at this conversation given. I have read a total of 7 novels and storybooks. A total of 7 novels and storybooks this week for the Nilam program. Can you guess the number of novels and the number of storybooks I have read? So she said she read novels and storybooks. And storybooks. The total of it is how much? 7, right?
2n plus 5 storybooks.
So they were thinking these two, the boy and the girl over here, they were thinking a novel and 6 storybooks. Yeah, okay, it can be a combination of 1 novel and 6 storybooks, so it makes up 7. And then this boy is thinking 2 novel and 5 storybooks. Yes, can. 2 novel and 5 storybooks, it also makes up 7. Okay, is there any other possible solutions? What do you think?
4 novels and 3 storybooks.
Yes, very good. 4 novels and 3 storybooks. Okay. The rest, can you give me other combination? Any other? There are a lot. Siapa lagi? Saya bagi markah sekarang. Who wants to give me answer? I give you point.
3 novels, 4 storybooks.
3 novels and how many storybooks?
4.
4. Who are you?
Olivia.
Again?
Olivia.
5
Olympia.
novels and 2
Yeah.
storybooks.
Hold on, I give point to Olympia first. Olympia is in which group? Oh, here. Olympia, yes. Okay. Yes, another one?
5 novels and 2 storybooks.
Oh, very good. Who is that?
Ismahani.
Ismahani, thank you. 1 point for your group. Ismahani. Ismahani in which group? Do you remember?
3.
Group 3, huh? Oh, correct. Group 3. Wow, group 3 is getting more points today. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any more combination?
6 novels and 1
Yeah,
storybook.
6 plus 1, 7. Who is the first one that get the answer just now? Who is the first one? Who is the second one? I give point to both of you.
Camelia.
Hannah and also
Camelia.
Camelia, is it? Okay, thank you. Hannah and Camelia. Hannah, yeah, Camelia. Okay, Camelia, 1 point for today. Hannah, which group? Hannah.
Group 5.
Group 5. How can I see your name?
Group 6.
Oh, group 6. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so you all can get the possible solution, right? We call this possible solutions.
Yes.
Can I give the solution such as 7 plus 0 or not?
No.
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 Okay. No. Why? Because she said she read a total of 7 novels and storybooks. So there must be at least 1 novel or 1 storybook. It cannot be 0. So this is not the possible solution. So you remember all of these are the possible solution. Okay. Now we move on here. A linear equation in 2 variables has many possible pair of value solutions. Like what we did just now, these are the possible pair of solutions. So we look at example 9. Write 3 possible pair of solutions for 2x plus y equal to 6. Okay, so for 2x plus y equal to 6, to make it a lot of possible solutions, they just want 3 only over here. Actually, we can form up a lot of possible solutions. So we make assumption when, not assumption like something like we make a statement when x equal to something. Okay, we are going to find a possible value for x. What do you want to replace the x over here? It can be any number from 0 until 100, 1000, 1 million also can. Can you give me a suggestion? What is the number that you want? Can we start with 0? Okay, we start with 0. Okay, let's see how to solve it. If the x over here is 0, it will be 2 times 0. I put it in bracket, means times plus y equal to 6. So over here, 2 times 0, of course it is 0, right? 0 plus y equal to 6. So the solution will be the y is equal to 6. Okay, can you give me a number for the x right now? Can you give me another number for the x?
1.
Okay, if the x is 1, meaning it will be 2 times 1 plus y equal to 6. You need to follow the equation given. So 2 times 1, 2 plus y equals to 6. Now, how do we find y? We have to move. Move what? Only y remains. So I have to move the 2 to the right. So it becomes 6 minus 2. Can somebody tell me why do I have to use minus, not multiply, not divide, not plus?
Because you move it to the right.
But then why it is negative but not multiply?
Because before it was positive, and when
very good. Thank you very much. Who is that?
Alicia.
Alicia again. Thank you, Alicia. I give you point for that. You answer it very well. Okay. So because of the number that before I move over here, it is positive sign. So when I move it to the right, it becomes negative. Okay, you always remember it is the opposite way when you move it to the right or to the left. For example, if I move the 6 to the left, because it is positive, when I move to the left, it becomes negative. Okay, so then we can solve this already. 6 minus 2 equal to how much, class?
4.
Very good. It's a 4. Okay. So now, because we want 3 pairs, we already have first pair, second pair, another pair. Can you give me another number to represent the x?
2.
Okay, you want 2. We make it 2. So 2 times 2. The x is 2 right now because you said 2, right? X is 2. Plus y equal to 6. So over here, 2 times 2 equal to what?
4.
4. 4 plus y equal to 6. So if I want to find y only, it will be 6
Minus
4. Correct. Very good. We have 2 only.
2.
Okay, so all the 3 pairs is done. Okay, so you just remember when they ask you to write 3 possible pairs, it can be any number. But then you just have to make sure when you do the calculation, you got to get the correct answer. Okay, so now we look at the smart tips down here. It is given in your book. You also can write each pair of the solution in the ordered pair. We call this ordered pair, x, y. You learned this before in the coordinate, I think in primary school. So for example, the first one that we have, the x is 0, the y is 6. So we can write down as 0, 6. Okay, now you look at the second one. The x is 1, the y is 4. So we can write down it as 1, 4. And the third one here, the x is 2, the y is 2. So we can write as 2, 2. Are you okay?
Yes.
Yes, we call this ordered pair. Okay. It is useful later on when you want to draw your graph. So I need to let you know, but then we are going to learn this in the next lesson. Okay, we have one more question to go. So stay with me. One more question, example 10. Okay, this one. Osman has bought a total. So this word is important again, keyword over here. He has bought a total of 5 jersey for Harimau team and Kanjil team. Wow. What are the possible numbers of jerseys that can be bought for each team? So you need to find the possible number. So how many types of jersey do we have?
2.
Two types of jersey, right? Okay, we make assumption first lah, because if you write very long Harimau team and Kancil team, the word will be very long later on. So we make assumption. Assume Harimau team is P. Assume Kancil team is Q. Okay, so you write down, let the number of jersey
B,
for
E, and
Harimau team.
C.
Yeah, Harimau team equal to P. And then the same thing, let the number of jersey for Kancil team. The team is in capital letter, so I just follow lah, equal to Q. Okay, now we can form up already. The equation is equal to P plus Q equal to the total how much?
5.
5. Yes, so this is the equation from here. So we need to find out the possible number. This one is the important.
2P plus 3
Ah,
equals to 5.
so you need to determine how many possible number. For example, P and Q. Okay, it's up to you. You want to draw table also can. How many P and how many Q?
2 P's and 3 Q's.
Very good. 2P and 3Q. It makes up 5. Any more?
1P and 4Q.
Very good. 1P and 4Q. Any more?
3P, 2Q.
3P, 2Q. Wow, you all can get it very fast. Any more?
4P, 1Q.
P, 1Q. Wow. Any more? Any other combination?
No.
No more, right? That's all, because we cannot have 0P, 5Q. Okay, because from the question they said he bought a total of 5 jersey for Harimau team and Kancil. So there must be at least 1. So this one cannot be. Okay, so how many possible solutions are there?
4.
4. Very good. There are altogether 4 possible solutions. Okay, do you have any question, class?
No.
Okay, now for your exercise, we move on to the GC over here. I saw a lot of you haven't hand in the previous exercise, these two. So I'm going to post it to your group later on for those who haven't hand in. You see this, the first one, TP 1, 2, 3, Awang Haris, Dayang Nogis, Madiha, Khairunisa, and Aina haven't hand in. Whereas, hold on, for the, I only check on this chapter 6, so make sure you hand in for all chapter 6. So you see 21 haven't hand in for the previous one. Okay, this is today. So today, I let you see the assignment over here. You follow the instruction. Solve the 2 worksheets given. Why I give you 2? Because the first one is very simple. You just need to type yes or no into the answer over here. Remember, because I noticed a lot of you can get the correct answer, but then because you use a spacing, that's why you got it wrong. Okay, so this live worksheet, you don't have to press spacing. Directly, you just put your answer. If it is 3 plus 1, you just press 3 plus 1. Okay, you don't have to put 3 space plus space 1. That will cause your answer become wrong later on. Okay, so this is the first worksheet. After you get your mark, you print screen and then attach it in the GC. And then this is the second worksheet. Okay, you just need to find the possible solution. This one is when x equal to 0. I'll make it bigger for you, for example. Because this worksheet came out in Bahasa, Dui Bahasa. So they have the Bahasa word apabila, means when. When x equal to 0, so you follow the equation given. 0 plus y equal to 7. So I give you the first answer already. But then over here, y is equal to what? So you have to give the answer over here. What is the value of y? It will be 7 minus 0. So the value of y is 7. 1 only, 1 answer only. And then when the x is 1, so when the x is 1, it will be 1 plus y equal to 7. So if you just want to find y, you have to move the 1 over to the right.
1.
It becomes minus 1. 7 minus 1 is?
6.
6. You just need to put that in. Okay? So after you have done these 2 worksheets, make sure you capture the whole screen for the whole worksheet so that I can determine you can finish or your ability is up to TP2 or TP3 or TP4 and TP5 and so on. Okay, so attach both the live worksheet with mark and turn in. Please pause the full page of your answer. Half page will get less mark. Remember that. So for those who don't know how to attach, these are the steps for it. But I think you all know how to attach because during the previous time, most of you already handed in, you know how to attach. Okay, so that's all for today.